Bellator alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MG. 15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number 1. Big George Foreman against Lennox Lewis. Boy, if he can deliver that power to the chin of Lennox Lewis, George Foreman may have himself a special night here.
Oh, he will. And guess what? Lewis won't. Because he'll be seeing stars and hearing all kinds of birds. And that's the thing. Foreman has the better chin here. And he can punch with both sides, on both sides, right hand and left hook. For George, he has to look out for that right hand. The danger comes from that with Lennox Lewis.
Nice block by Lewis. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Carries that punch intended for the head. Halfway through this round. Teddy, give me a sense of your expectations of Lennox Lewis here tonight.
What I always expect, use that size, use that reach, and somewhere before the night is over, land the right hand.
Both these guys obviously hopeful that their cut men will be up to the task tonight. What does it take to be a great cut man?
And you know, that's a great question. First of all, you better have the right coagulants, the right chemicals, the right medications in that corner. Avatine, adrenaline, and you have to have Vaseline where you can put it on it. But the most important thing, you have to be calm. You can't panic. And you have to put pressure on that cut, just the right amount of pressure, and then you put those medicines in it. And then you better have a fighter that can give you a round or two. He can move around and not get caught right away. Give the medicine a chance to work.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Lewis has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Well, we're watching Lennox Lewis here tonight, but Teddy, you know, a lot of American fight fans, sometimes they turn the other way with Lennox Lewis. They never really got behind him because they don't like the way he acts as a heavyweight champion.
Well, Americans want you to wear your heart out on your sleeve to a certain point. They like emotion. They love emotion. And Lewis doesn't show that kind of passion. He's very contained, very cerebral, but he knows how to get results where it counts, in the ring.
that body shot. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Halfway through round number 2. Blocks away that headshot. Big block by Big George. Able to dismiss that body shot. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Those uppercuts that George Foreman was able to land on Joe Fraser and winning the heavyweight title, they were lifting Joe Fraser off the ground.
You know, Joe Fraser, because of his style, as terrific as he was made to order for George Foreman.
Number 3 is underway. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good block there by Lewis. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Lewis. Lewis is showcasing one of the best weapons you can have, especially early on in a fight, to set the tone, and that is the jab.
Yeah, and he's shown that it does more than just set up other punches and, just, snap your head back. It disrupts everything. It just throws the other guy's rhythm off, and that's what he's doing a good job of.
He's just walking him back a bit there up against the ropes. Blocks that punch. Teddy, it seems throughout the career of Lennox Lewis that the American fight fans never totally got behind him, because to them, he didn't act the way a heavyweight champion usually acts.
No, well, he didn't put his heart out on his sleeve. He was a little too cerebral, maybe a little too emotionless. Americans, we love emotion. But if you love results, you have to like Lewis.
Showing you some defense there with the block. Protecting his head well with his guard. Good-looking right hand after he got hit. 10 seconds to go in this round. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think seriously that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he feels mentally and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things.
Big block by Big George. Well-placed counterpunch by Lewis. Lennox Lewis's opponent has to find a way to close that gap. He can't just let him control this fight from the outside.
And the way he's got to do it is, first of all, get to the starting gate. He's not getting to the starting gate. You know, his opponent stepping away from him, step up into the right position a little bit, bring your feet forward, and then use that jab to come in. And make sure you take steps. Don't lunge. Walk your way in behind that jab.
That was a miss by Lewis. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Halfway through round number 4. Able to dismiss that body shot. George Foreman, of course, took part in one of the most famous fights of all time, the Rumble in the Jungle. What could he have done differently to have changed that outcome?
Nothing. Ali got into his head. That Ali made him believe that he could not beat him. That Ali made him believe that he had to submit. Because for years after that, days and hours and years, he had to deal with the knowledge that he gave in to a guy who was more together mentally than he was.
Blocks it away. Well-targeted counterpunch by Lewis. Teddy, I know he's up on the scorecards here. He's got to be up on the scorecards, but he is getting really pushed here.
Yeah, he is. You know, this is a development fight. This is a fight where you come out of it and you get better. That doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you just get another W. He is learning.
This round comes to an end here. Joe Tessitore sitting ringside as always with Teddy Atlas. Love coming to this fight venue. We always have a great time when we come to town, with the exception of having to pay the bill for our entire crew on the night before when they take us out to a steak dinner.
Yeah, you know, they remind me of fighters a little bit. You know, the fighters that we see that have very, every once in a while, very short arms. You know, these guys,
they don't have the reach.
No,
they can't reach for the wallet.
No, they don't. And I tell you, they would be great on the inside. Really great. I wish I could put them on the inside in the kitchen where I didn't have to take care of them at the table. But great guys.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Nice block. defense just covering up down low. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Teddy, when he won the gold medal in the Seoul Olympics in '88, he toppled Riddick Bowe.
And it showed him right there in the amateurs what kind of level he could get to, what kind of fighters he could beat. And that confidence is serving him now.
Big block by Big George. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. We come to the end of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. And looking up at these corners, you can see the cutman obviously getting to work as they do after every round. What makes a great cutman?
Well, he's got to have the right medicines, the right coagulants to stop that. Usually Avitine, thrombin, adrenaline. But the most important thing, Joe, is he has to be calm. He has to be able to identify where that cut is. Maybe there's more than one cut. So you got to be calm enough to see the whole picture, the whole landscape, clean it off, put pressure on it, get that medicine in there, keep your fighter from getting excited. And then you need a fighter who's going to get on his wheels a little bit, give the medicine a chance to work.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Tried the hook, didn't get it. George Foreman's got those earmuffs on. He's got his hands tight against his body. But, Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth, toe-to-toe, punch for punch. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Not precise at all by Lewis. Lennox Lewis is in control of this fight, Teddy. Sometimes you can just look at it and see it as clear as day. He's ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard too. But right now, he can't afford to coast because this guy is still dangerous. He has to still stay on his P's and Q's.
So the round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy here ringside, and we've been enjoying sitting ringside because, Teddy, I know you have some of your fine guests from the Dr. Theodore Atlas Charitable Foundation with us here tonight.
And they're having a great night, and it's great to have them here. The thing that I want to say is thank you to all the people that help us, help many. They trust us. They allow us to be the middleman to give out the resources where they're needed. Thank you for mentioning Joe, and thank you to all the people that help us do what we do.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Good block by George. Lennox Lewis staying well out of range of danger from his opponent and scoring on his own. Nice job on the outside. Boy, he's really working well on the outside, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a great job of disciplining himself. You know, we talk about power, we talk about speed, we talk about all those virtues, but just controlling himself and making sure he controls the distance, a distance that's got him winning the fight.
Lewis is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Lennox blocks a punch. Lewis is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. A headshot blocked. Lewis is trying to create some space between him and his opponent. You know he wants to fight on the inside. He cannot be smothered. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Both men digging in with uppercuts. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Lennox Lewis. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
So as the bell sounds, we put to bed the first half of this fight, and we are underway with a new round. Able to show you his blocking ability. Well off the mark by Lewis. Foreman's opponent is having a field day here. I mean, just so accurate upstairs, but there's one reason he's so accurate. He's not moving his head.
No, he's not at all. And if he's not going to move his head, at least do something else. Catch and pitch. What I mean by that, Joe, is block and then pitch right back. Keep your opponent honest. He's not doing that either.
Not precise at all by Lewis. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Lewis is just being smart on the outside. Lennox Lewis's opponent is saying to himself, I can't believe this. Every time this guy throws, it seems like he lands. He's very judicious with his work.
Yeah, and that's not by accident. You know, that's his temperament. He has that kind of temperament. If you went out with the guy, you talk to the guy, you know, he thinks before he says things. He doesn't just, you know, let his mouth go. He doesn't just let his hands go. He lets them go when he thinks he should.
Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
But gets one. Good work by Lewis. Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Good block by George. Foreman dismisses that with a block. Lewis is much better on the outside, much better when he has some space and he's at long range. So pushing off here, creating space is the right thing to do. Very clean offense from defense by Lewis. What a chin. And can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing? Foreman's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. A minute to go in what has been a hook crashes home, and he's down. Forman is rising up after being knocked down. Big George went down. Now he's going to continue on.
And now he has to find a way to kill that clock.
Gets rid of that effort. Boy, he is shaky right there. He is on shaky ground in the ring right now. Lennox Lewis is ripped by an uppercut. Teddy, he may go down just by stumbling the way he's bumbling around this ring.
Well, he's got to stop moving. Actually, you never want to fight on the ropes. This is one time he probably needs to be on the ropes just to steady him and then move his head a little bit. That might be his only shot.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He could get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up.
Oh, and there you go. Lennox Lewis is stunned and he is hurt. Foreman's mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him.
Work it out.
Now
No
the
holding.
tide has turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Lennox Lewis staying well out of range of danger from his opponent and scoring on his own. Nice job on the outside. Blocks the headshot. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. A headshot blocked. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. George Foreman blocks that punch. Protecting his head well with his guard. Good defensive skill. Good block by George. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Oh, George Foreman's in bad shape.
To throw some punches here.
Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Lewis has got the right idea right here. He cannot be swarmed and smothered like it's a wet blanket with his opponent draped on him. He needs to create that space. He has to push off. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. George Foreman's swelling will have to be dealt with immediately. Wow, is he defensively sound. Blocks the headshot. And this round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas ringside. I'm just looking up at the corner here at this guy that just got tagged, Teddy, this fighter who just got stunned. And I'm thinking, boy, it's like the air's come out of him a bit. He looks just so dejected now.
Yeah, you know, right now he's on the side of a mountain. You know, he's up on a cliff, and he needs a rope to get down. So that's what you got to do, Joe. You don't look and say, hey, he's up on a cliff. We know that. Give him a rope. Give him advice to get down.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Well-placed counterpunch by Lewis. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Good block by George. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Able to dismiss that body shot. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think seriously that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he feels mentally, and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things. Forman dismisses that with a block.
A headshot blocked. Oh, and there you go. George Foreman's in bad shape.
Come on now, work it out.
He's going around now. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. So Big George Foreman able to get up after that knockdown, and now a real challenge in front of him.
Now the challenge right now is really the opposite of any challenge that he's ever faced before. Usually the challenge is how to get rid of a guy, you know, how to put his big paws on a guy. Now he has to find a way to survive.
Come on now, work it out.
Lewis is doing a good job there. He has a great sense of his... Oh! He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
One, two, three, four, five.
It's over. The fight is over. Lennox Lewis is going to be partying tonight. A knockout victory. Lennox Lewis is your winner by impressive knockout victory.
And he did it just the way he had to. Stayed on the outside and used those quick hands all night.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us.